Hello YouTube. I'm going to be going over the very minimum amount of care for an aquatic turtle. You're looking at probably about a $300 investment, and we're talking minimum. Let's see, the first, of course, an aquarium. I have Texas maps, so I'm going with the breeds that don't get nearly as big. So I'm starting with the 40-gallon just because I had it already on hand, and then I'll probably be moving them to, depending on how many boys and girls I get, boys only get to about 4.5 inches. Females get larger, so depending on what happens, some may make it to a pond, because I have a koi pond in my backyard. But anyway, so I chose a 40-gallon breeder, which honestly, after dealing with smaller tanks, I would say would be the minimum size. This is a 40-gallon breeder. So you want to have a good 40-gallon breeder aquarium, I would say, is your minimum. You know, if you can go 55 gallons, it's even better. Or even bigger than that. Bigger is better. The water quality is better, and they do drink the water, which is why you do need to dechlorinate the water. So first off, start with dechlorinator. Number 2, we need the aquarium. Then we need, let's see, number 3, we need a very good filter. This is a minimum filter. This is high powered, but it's a hanging filter. If you were to upgrade, you'd want to go with the canister filter. Those are excellent, and I highly recommend canister filters. They're definitely the most optimal option for filtration. Then in the aquarium, you also need an aquarium heater, a shatter-resistant aquarium heater. For the hatchlings, you want to keep the temperature between 78 and 80 degrees. And if I did not mention, one of the key things to keeping turtles healthy is a dock, a dry dock. These are the ZooMed. On the right is the ZooMed. I actually have 2 of them in here. These are the ZooMed dry turtle docks. They're actually where they can come out and get completely dry, and they can also absorb the UVA and the UVB, which brings us to needing those. I have the 5.0 Repti-Sun, which I believe is a fluorescent, and then I have the Fluker ceramic heat bulb for heat. It's nice because at night you can leave it on and you don't have to see it. It doesn't emit any light whatsoever. Then I would go into, say, you need water perches. The turtles do not breathe underwater. So every time they breathe, they need to actually come up to the surface just like a betta fish. And speaking of that, I put one in just in case my turtles get big and they need to go with the koi. I want them used to bettas, or fish, sorry, used to fish. So I put a female betta in to help them be socialized, which they're doing fantastic. They just pretty much just treat each other like tank mates and just are friendly. So you also want lots of rocks to make perches under the water, because not only do they need to get out of the water, they like to hang out just below the water's edge, just like this turtle's doing here. So they like to have these underwater little perches, is like what I call them. And that's also why you want a lot of firm artificial plants. I actually wish, I still want to add some more artificial plants to this tank. But other than that, you can do, no substrate is the easiest to clean if you're old-fashioned like me and you do it with siphoning and buckets. River rock, I've been told, is an option, but the truth be told, I wouldn't put very much river rock because it just hides all the waste. But as you can see, I just try to make the turtles feel at home, so I put a lot of rocks, some decoration. They have a lot of perches. They can come out and get completely dry. They have a Fluker's heat lamp, ceramic heat lamp, and the Repti-Sun that gives them basically the artificial rays of the sun, which are healthy and give them vitamin D3. You also need a thermometer, and I think that pretty much covers. I would look up food. The food's not covered here, but that's everything you would need for. And if you want a stand, that's another option. You might need a stand for your aquarium. I happen to have an old TV stand, and I just use that. It was a nice sturdy one from the old days when TVs were heavier. But I think I covered everything and what you need. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I think I got it all. So thank you for watching.